I don't know. I feel like people would probably pay you to, milk them. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Oh my god. No, throw the clock out the window. You sleep through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over already? You might not be cut out for this.
Reverse!
Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. Let's daydream. It's here, finally. The first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Delicious, just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating the buckets as you arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. I'll scream like a baby goat.
Stop. You want me to sound like a female?
Yeah, try.
Good morning, Shad. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Actually, I'm...
Because I sure am! Excited, a little nervous, okay? Okay, a lot of nervous.
What the...
It's just that this morning, I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail?
Classic Miriam, raised by the MasterChef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great.
But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up.
A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's see the school drama. It's hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer, you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who's enrolled at this school. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on our school message board? Any new deets?
Oh, get this! I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born, from an egg.
An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. With that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. You both sigh thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground.
Hey!
It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
It's Mash. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins.
Leave Shad's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins.
Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone.
If anyone knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us.
We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man has to stop to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight that you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van. What the fuck? Hang on, we're gonna try to the gym bro voice. You rang? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
Psh, see you later, losers.
As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against a window directly next to it.
Oopsie. I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you?
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. His name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Bob. I'm Shad. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me or is he kind of cute?
I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy look. Oh my god, it's so cute! A scruffy looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Oh my god, it's a corgi! God, it's a fucking corgi! Now, quiet down, everyone. Who's this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of USSAL.
Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fills the air inside the classroom.
It's chilly. Someone close the window.
And then he walks in.
Oh no, he's hot!
You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anybody could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him. It's...
If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Secondly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty. Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open a window at the back before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Imagine I don't get him just because I forgot some deodorant. One day, you forget deodorant once. Once! You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all of your really weird insults? I mean, girl, they're honestly kind of fair. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Beautiful angel that he is stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. What the fuck? Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? We'll take it, the handkerchief. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has this natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dogs steps in to settle the class down to get some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there'll be blood, and there might even be really tiny, adorable food. When all this is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Oh my god, what in the... Okay. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students. The tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing. who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based off what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You better be taking care of yourself. You've never heard a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart and tough is well known. You decide to try to butter him up and give him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coat of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog-flavored treats on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, Shad, there's still a seat here.
It seems no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. 2 good options, but which will you choose? Let's sit by the hubba. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled down into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, a quiz about me.
This is an incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz. Will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. A forest is to tree as chicken is to feather. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Obviously, a meat tenderizer. No, a spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat. Definitely camel meat. No, anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He is the best boy. Total score is perfect. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity! You scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that at a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Do you smell that? That must be your lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But
Shh! Lunch!
She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell? You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelopes you as you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if saying, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Wait, what? You think we want your stupid secret recipe? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the Man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa. Hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please follow Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping at a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on the moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or let's swim towards the light. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. Their flavors are so intense you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach towards the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer, until your fingertips connect with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no shad now. There is only herbs and spice. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot.
Reverse!
Try and identify every flavor. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe. Pepper, too obvious. Oregano, basil, maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be? You really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use. I'm just gonna say come. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one has noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Jizz. How bold to come out and ask. I had an idea for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep it a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use gum. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Hey, yo! What's going on in your family, bro? Cum? Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you search. I don't know. I feel like people would probably pay you to, milk them. And cum definitely isn't the flavor you've tasted before. Oh, so, okay. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. Oh, wait, this is a different one. Okay, so the one we found in the vision was cum, right? This one, God, this one's anal glands. Don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy! Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure out now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Let's nag him. I've been thinking about your secret recipe. Of course you were. You don't simply forget a flavor combination like that. I mean, yeah, you really wouldn't forget jizz and fucking anal glands. That's exactly right. I remember it because I've tasted... What is our girl eating? I stopped at a random fried chicken stand the other day and their chicken tasted exactly like yours. Did you just compare my recipe to a random fried chicken stand? Well, yes, I did, but it was a really good stand, especially considering it was frozen first. Frozen chicken? Colonel Sanders struggles to conceal his emotions, fighting back tears of anger. I can't believe you'd say such a thing. You realize you've done irreparable damage to your relationship, from which it can't recover. He's hurt. How could you? Hey, Shad. You saw that this game was called a dating sim, right? If that's your idea of dating, this game is not for you.
Try again.
Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got its attention. The flavors were complex but comforting, the interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Shad. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lessons will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we can show our stuff. Wait a second.
Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
That's what she said.
Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Shad. I'll prepare a station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner. Beep, beep, boop, 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 boop.
Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? We'll go with Pop. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam.
I'm a chef.
He holds up a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. Hey, yo.
What the fuck was that?
It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really, this kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. All right, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Let's do grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I don't like mashed potatoes or gravy, actually, but I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off of my man. Did someone call out for me? No, geez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Shad's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Shad was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we would just cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Let's turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. I'm here to learn and express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Shad as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you have Shad's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn these cute corgis and their short but sturdy nature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mash texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your neatly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down a mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that same moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and leave a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against. Filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the entire sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes with gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Shad. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it wherever it lands.
Can I has potatoes, face?
Van rushes over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus and silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef's ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look within envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have been turned in the process. The results can be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him!
Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. Oh my god, what the fuck is this game? When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, and then almost immediately is back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of... I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.